When I think of Mother's Day, I always think of that. You ever, I'm sure you've heard that song, Tell Mother I'll Be There. You'll tell Mother I'll be there in answer to her prayer. This message, blessed Savior, to her bear. Tell Mother I'll be there, heaven's joys with her to share. Oh, Savior, tell my mother I'll be there. I always think of that song on Mother's Day. And that song was written because of one of our presidents of the United States. There was a little lady in Canton, Ohio. Everybody called her Mother McKinley. And Mother McKinley would take all 9 of her children, and her husband, they would walk to church every Sunday. And they said it was quite a sight to see Mr. and Mrs. McKinley walking down the sidewalk and 9 little kids following down behind, like stair steps. Now, none of her 9 children were very famous except for one, and that was her son, William. And William McKinley started out as a Sunday school teacher in his church. Later, he became a Sunday school superintendent. Then he went on to become a lawyer,
congressman, the governor of Ohio, and then later he became our 25th president of the United States, William McKinley was a very dedicated man. His wife, after they had been married just for a few short years, had become an invalid. And William McKinley, when he was governor of Ohio, every morning he would leave the governor's mansion and he would walk up the steps to the Capitol building and he would turn to his apartment and his wife would be in the window and he would tip his hat and bow down to his wife. Every afternoon at 3 o'clock, he would go to the window of the governor's office and someone would bring her to the window of their apartment and he would wave at her at 3 o'clock every afternoon. William McKinley was assassinated in 1902. He was at the Pan American Exposition, and a man came up to him. He was greeting people and shaking hands. The man came up to him with his arm in a sling, and little known to anyone, the man was concealing a weapon in his hand, and he shot President McKinley in the stomach point blank. As he lay on the ground, you see the Christ-like attitude of President William McKinley as he pushed himself up from the ground and he pointed to the man which had shot him, and he told the police agents, he said, "Let no harm come to that man." But what William McKinley was most noted for was his love and his dedication to his mother. Every day when she was alive, that he could see her, he would go by and visit her. And when he was not there, he would either write her a letter or send her a telegram every day. In 1897, when his mother's health was failing, when he was president of the United States, he took a train from Washington, D.C. back to Canton, Ohio, so he could one more time walk the streets of Canton, Ohio with his mother to church and Sunday school. When he left Canton, Ohio, he told the family members, he said, when Mother's condition worsens, he said, I want to know immediately. And a special train was made ready in Washington, D.C. It sat near the White House, ready for the president to go back to Canton, Ohio, when he received the word. Finally, one day the telegram came. It said, Mr. President, if you expect to see your mother alive, you need to come to Canton, Ohio very quickly. President William McKinley sent a telegram back to Canton, Ohio, to his mother's home, with only 5 words on it. And those 5 words were, tell Mother, I'll be there. He got on the train made it back to Canton, Ohio, in time for the President of the United States to cradle his mother in his arms as she went off to her Savior and off to heaven. President McKinley, that great giant of a man, knelt at his mother's bedside after she passed away for over an hour in prayer, thanking God for his mother and the dedication and the sacrifice that she then gave to him and rearing him and raising him. A songwriter named Charles Stillman heard the story of William McKinley and his love for his mother, and he wrote a beautiful song based on the 5 words in that telegram. Tell Mother, I'll be there.
And now that she has gone to heaven,
right there when the angels took his mother to heaven. They said that he stayed on his knees at his mother's bedside for an hour, praying and thanking God for his godly mother. A friend of the family was there, and he saw President McKinley kneeling for an hour at his mother's bedside after she had gone to heaven. And so he got the idea to write this song, Tell Mother I'll Be There, all based on the life of probably one of the most godly presidents we've ever had in the United States. I often tell young people, if your teacher ever gives you an assignment, like to read a biography, I said, pick a biography of William McKinley. And I said, and you'll read about a true Christian gentleman. But I think of what a godly heritage that man had. And whenever I think of Mother's Day, I think of President McKinley, and I think of his love and his dedication to his mother, and I think about that telegram message that he sent to Canton, Ohio. Tell Mother I'll be there. Of course, the songwriter took the song and put the words together as a dedicatory song to people who have mothers in heaven who want to just get a message to tell them that they will be there.